Hi, welcome. Wait, is the stream doing well? Yes, hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Oh, we have some new followers. Spody, Ejo, and Afro Trans Rosa. Thank you very much for following. Let's beginning the stream. So, up. So yeah, this morning. Okay, the music is a bit. Okay. This morning I've been working on can we have some better music than this? Wait, I'm choosing better music. Okay. So yeah, this morning I made a lot of announcement on Patreon, on Steam about the update, and now I can finally go back and work on the game itself. I still have some stuff to do on the PR front. I have to update my pages, my Steam page with up-to-date assets, which is pretty annoying. Wait, can I remove this? Okay. Maybe I can show you the Steam page. Oh wait, it was in French. I need to change the language. Okay. So yeah, here's the page, the Steam page, and yeah, I have a new update here with all the gifs and all. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. Hey, and we have 6 likes already. I like the updates I add to Steam. I think it works well. But the issue is I need to update the page itself. The video is really old now. There has been a lot of updates since then. Everything looks better now. And yeah, so I need to update this video. It's going to take a while to make a new trailer video because I want to make it right. I also have to update yeah, I also want to update the visuals, so all the pictures that we can see here. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. Okay, let's go back to actual work. Can I close this, please? How do I close this? Okay. So I've been working a bit on this yesterday. So this is my dev tool to be able to edit the questions in the game. So what I did yesterday is I made it possible to add keywords like that and to remove keywords like this, and then I can just give the name of the keyword, and if the keyword exists already and is linked to a picture, it will be displayed here. Now I want to be able to do the same thing, but then click here to select the picture. That will be really cool. So yeah, let's do this. It's going to be a bit complicated to do, but I'm sure, yeah, because it's going to it's going to change another file. It's not the same file, but we'll make it work. So first I need to make this clickable. So let's go back to the sprite here, and I think I can just add a button on top of everything like this. That will take all the available space. Wait, it's not taking all the available space for some reason. So then we need to add a control node. And put the center container inside it. Like that. And the button can just be here. Like that, cool. Okay. Let's try this. Spectre, the Discord bot. Hi Spectre, by the way. The Discord bot is being over enthusiastic. Yeah, because when I add everyone to make the announcement, it will think someone pinged it, so it will answer. I need to fix that. It's not wrong, like someone did ping it, but I need to make sure it's not going to answer in that case. Okay. So it broke that. Okay, cool. I think we can fix this easily by changing the... Instead of having a control here, maybe a container. Do I have container? Maybe a margin container? Okay. Go back here and we start a question editor. Okay, cool. So now we should be able to click this. There's some weird mouse stuff to take care of. This container and every child. We need to let the mouse pass through. Cool, so that we can click on the button here. So now it's a button. Cool. So the button that we have here, I like to have the mouse as pointing hand. I feel it's more obvious that you need to click. Okay, now let me change the layout so that you can see this part. Cool. Hey, Zero Show, that window seems very confused. Yeah, it's the default state when we don't know what's the sprite. So yeah, let me show you Zero Show. I think you were there last time. So now I improved it so that you can see the existing pictures and you can add a keyword. And for the time being, we don't know what the keyword is yet, what the picture is supposed to be, but if I add the right keyword, for instance, clock is already linked to something. So if I write clock, then it will show me this. That's pretty cool. But now I want to be able to click and select existing keyword and also the sprite. So right now we're making it so that if I choose, for instance, alarm clock, or I don't know, like box, I think they know what the box is. Wait, oh yeah, they know what the box is without a capitalized letter, but yeah. So box, I don't know, scissors, and I want to select the scissor sprite. I want to be able to click here and select the picture that it is supposed to be linked to that keyword. So now we have a button. We need to add an event to that button so that something's happening. I don't know if I want to do that here. Yeah, I might want to do that here. So we need to create a window to select the sprite. So let's do that. Maybe let's create an event for this. Button, sprite button. Pressed. On sprite button pressed, and now we need to open a window to select the sprite. So we need to create that sprite section window. So let's do that. Editor, new scene. It's going to be a user interface. And it's going to be sprite selector. Okay. I think the sprite sector should be a window. No, not a window, a pop-up, I guess. Not sure. Maybe not. What else could we do? Just a control node? Let's try to create a window for this. Accept dialog. Confirm the file dialog? A dialog for selecting files or directory? No, it's not that. Let's try to see how it works. Okay, a window. Can we put something inside the window? Let's try it. Okay. What we could do is just have the full texture. I think that's the best way of doing that. Texture, rect, and the full texture of all objects. It might be the best way of doing this. Okay. But this should not keep the size. Nice. But now I should I have to find a way to know what sprite you're going to click. So the easiest way of doing this is to not have it centered like that. So we're going to use a aspect ratio container. The aspect ratio container is going to have a 1:1 ratio. Okay, and inside we're going to put our texture rect, and it's just going to keep aspect. That way it's going to have the right size. Then I think we can use a VBox container like that, so that we can add a label to be able to tell which sprite we're hovering or selecting. Okay. No sprite selected. Feel free to ask me if something's not clear or you want me to explain something. Like the streams are interactive, so if you want to, yeah. Okay, so now we're going to use GUI input event to update the mouse position. We need to create a script first. Okay, cool. And now we're going to add these input events. Yeah. So we need to check for mouse movement. If event is input event mouse motion, and then we should be able to take the position of the mouse at this moment, and I think if we add some information, so v-frame equals 15, h-frame equals 11. Okay. I think the texture rect, let's rename it all sprites, and that way we can use it as a unique name. Unique name. Okay, that's pretty useful. I recommend you using that feature in Godot. That way you can just use it like that. All sprites. You don't have the big path for this object. We need to get the rect. So let's get the global rect. Okay. So we have the position and the global rect. So now we need to subtract the position of this global rect, and then so position minus maybe let's call that rect. Even position minus rect position. Maybe let's tell them it's a rect. Okay. And now we need to lerp that, so that's the relative position. Now we need to lerp this. I think the vector 2 they have a lerp, but I'm not sure how. Let's see. They have lerp. Do they have reverse lerp? Not sure. Nope, they don't have reverse lerp. So we're going to do that by hand. I discovered it recently, it's so helpful. Yeah, it's really, yeah, I also spent a lot of time without knowing about it. So yeah, we need to use reverse lerp now. Or just divide. Just divide. We can just divide at this point. So relative position x divided by rect x width. Wait. Size x or width. Yeah. So that's the normalized position. Okay. Okay, next, so we have a normalized position. Now we need to get, and maybe we could multiply the number of v-frame and the number of h-frame here. we're going to do that later. So norm position x multiplied by h frame wait, let me see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 even, yeah, 15 multiplied by, so that's h frame and not v frame. So now, just from the coordinates, we're going to get the number of the sprite. Okay? H frame and V frame. Plus wait, I'm not sure about this one. So the x coordinates is equal of, yeah, okay. And the y coordinates, it's not v frame, right? It's v frame and h multiplied by h frame 2, I think. Yep. And we need to floor that, I guess. Okay, we need to try that. Label. Text equals str of all of this. Let's try this. Pretty bad. Minus 180. Okay, it's not working at all. That's cool. What's wrong? Can we have just let's have just the event position. Oh, I think the event position is already relative. Interesting, so we don't have to use this step. That's cool. Nice. Let's save. Still not working. Yeah, the floor, I shouldn't use floor here. Zero, 1, 2, 14, okay. 15, it's kind of working right now. Yep, it's working. We have the right sprite when we hover it. That's perfect. I think the best way should be to highlight the sprite. How do we do that? I think we could do that easily if we use a simple rect that go on top of it. But it's not really useful and it's dev tools, so we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is to be able to click. So first I want to be able to have the right mouse cursor shape. Pointing in, exactly, cool. I think it could be cool to have some to be able to click and then it just disappear and you're done, you know? So we need to check for the click. So if event is input event mouse button and event yeah, we need also an event press. Event what do we have? Button index. Mouse button left. Will this be shown in a window? I'm not sure we need to show that in a window. I was thinking about this at the beginning. I was like, maybe I should put that in a window, but I don't really need to put it in a window. I can just have this full screen when I need it and then remove it entirely afterwards. So if I have a click, then I need to return the value. So we need a signal. The signal will be selected, sprite selected, and I do not remember how to add a variable to a signal. It's, yeah, you need to use parentheses. Okay. Sprite selected as sprite ID. Yeah, it's like a function. Cool. And here we just emit the signal. Oh, we need to remember what was the last selected sprite. So last sprite ID equals -1. Okay. If, yeah, we also need the last sprite ID to be super equal to 1, and also to be super equal to 0. We also need to have the sprite ID to be smaller than the size of the sprite sheet. So h frame multiplied by v frame. Cool. And then we just emit the signal sprite selected. I think we need to put the argument inside emit like that. Cool. Cool. And then we have to Q3. You know what? I'm going to call deferred the Q3 because I want the signal to have time to propagate. Not sure it's useful, but you never know. Okay, so let's try it. Click. Yeah, no, the click is not working. So what am I doing wrongly? Mouse button, pressed. Maybe the pressed doesn't exist for the mouse button. Yeah, no, I have pressed, okay, cool. Let's print the event to be sure of what's happening. Button index 1. It should be input event mouse button. Yeah, it is input event mouse button already. Or maybe you were reading this one, but it's not the same. Maybe the last, that's the issue. The last sprite ID was not, I was using var here, so it was creating a new variable instead of using the global one. Yep, it works now, cool. Yeah, exactly. Canite. Hi, Canite. Yeah, it was exactly that issue. Good catch. Okay, now we need to put that into action. So let's go back to our other window. Or maybe before going to the next window, let's add a background to this, maybe a color rect. Just to have some background. Or maybe I could add a blurred background. I think I already did that. So it's easy to add. Yeah, blur container. I have this blur rect. I created blur rect. That's cool. Okay, blur radius, let's do 4. We'll see how it looks. Cool. Next, so we need to be able, when we click, it makes this appear. So when we click the sprite button, we make our new sprite selector appear. So we need to add that as what do you call that? Preload. So sprite selector equal, I think we need onReady for the preload. And then the sprite selector. Okay. When we click on the sprite button, it will open the sprite selector. So it will instantiate it. And then we need to add it to the scene. So what we could do is add it to the sprite itself and make sure it's using the top. I don't know how to say that. Let me show you. I click here, we have the sprite selector. But what you can do is using the top level. So let me try that. Where is it? Here it is. The sprite selector is here. So let's use the top level. Top level, but then it also need to use the layout pre. It's not going to work like this. Okay. Are you sure? I think I can make it work. Top level, layout. Correct, let's try again. Yes, and we have the blur and all. That's pretty cool. Maybe you can decrease the blur a bit. Cool. So now we need to use that. So that's cool. It's working. We need to use that information, the signal from the click. So we need to connect to that sprite selector. Sprite selected. Okay. Let's go back to our sprite and connect our new sprite selector here. New sprite selector. I think it was called sprite selected, but we never know exactly. So yeah, sprite selected. Connect. And then we need to act upon the fact that the sprite was selected. So on sprite selected, we also have the sprite ID here as a value. So we can connect to that. What do we do now? I don't want to just change the... yeah, I need to change the value of... Is it standard practice in Godot to preload, then instantiate and free every time you use a node like this? I would not say it's a standard practice, but it's... I could have a sprite selector defined in my quiz editor scene here and just bring it to the front when I need it. Right now it's way easier for me to do that, and it will be way easier for me to reuse my little sprite a component here by having by just creating the sprite selector when I need it. The thing is, I'm working on dev tools right now, so I don't really need to think too much about being efficient with what I do. Yeah. Keeping one alive and showing it and hiding it will be the most efficient, but I'm not working with efficiency in mind right now. I just want to be able to reuse this component easily for me for my dev tool. Yeah, so now that I selected the sprite ID, I need to update my database, and that's a bit more complicated because I need to edit a file. So that's inside my text data handler. Yeah, load sprites label. So I need to remove the word from the existing sprite label. Wait. Parse string. Yeah, I need to remove the word from the sprite label of the previous sprite ID and to add it to the old sprite, to the new sprite ID, and then I need to save the file. So let's do this. Cool, appreciate the answer. Yeah, feel free to ask questions like that. I've done some game programming in C, C++, and I've been struggling to understand Godot's node lifecycle and how to normally handle things like that. It's pretty... yeah, it's pretty... yeah, you are free to handle that kind of stuff as you want to. It's not really... like there's not one... there is no one way to do things, you know? In Godot, it's quite open. And sometimes I do, like sometimes I have a pool of nodes that I recycle when I really need them. Sometimes I just make them happen and make them disappear. For instance, you can have bullets be just scenes that appear and disappear on contact and stuff like that. So it's pretty easy to handle and do stuff with. So I need the current sprite ID, and it's sprite ID here, so previous sprite ID. Okay. So we need to check if the current keyword is in the previous sprite ID labels. The keyword is just the label, I think, yeah. So if the label is in the list of labels for that sprite, then we need to remove it. So I'm not sure if it's remove or erase. Let's see. Erase. Yeah, I think it's erase. What is remove? Oh, it's remove at. Okay, cool. It's the ID, I think. So it's erase. And then we need to add this label to the new sprite label list. We don't want to add it if it's already existing in it, so we're just going to check if label in. Also, I want my label, all my labels to be lowercase. What we're going to do is always use lowercase. Text equal text dot lowercase to lower. Okay. And also let's trim strip edges. Yeah. That way we always have a clean label. Oh, something would not work by doing it like that. Yeah, no, we cannot do this like this. Okay. Cool. Now we just need to update the sprite ID. And everything should work now. Let's try it. Let's try that. So here we have clock. Let's say we want to select a new sprite for the clock. Let's say we select the bed. So the bed is here, cool. If we quit and we go back, it's the right one. Let's try to find the clock from another one. Clock. Yes, and let's try to select the clock again. Cool. Cool. Nice. There's only one thing I need to change is to be able to save, because right now it's not saving anything. If I just restart the same game, yeah, it's not going to take into account my changes. So I need to be able to tell them that something changed. Yeah, something changed. So we're going to emit a signal to tell that the sprite changed. So if sprite ID is different than previous sprite ID, then something changed. And we can create a new signal, sprite update. And emit that signal. Cool. Let's go back now to my quiz editor. Let's connect that signal. Sprite update, and it will ask us to, it will take into account the change, so it will ask us to save. But then I need to actually save this. So let's go to our save function. On save button pressed, and we need to save data from our sprite labels. So it should be pretty easy, because the sprite labels are just a parsed JSON file. we should just be able to write it inside the existing file. Let's create a save sprite labels function here. So maybe just stringify. Let's see how I do it here. How do I save the file? I don't remember this. I do this in one of my file. Yeah, here I save the file here. File access, sprite label file path, stringify the sprite label file, and start. Yeah, perfect, cool. So I have a function to save my sprite labels. Cool. Let's go back here and okay, it could be funny. I'm going to open the file itself so that we can compare the changes, okay? Here's the file. So that way, okay, that's pretty cool. That way you can see what the file is all about, okay? I have a big file like this. Each line of this file is linked to one sprite. So for instance, the sprite number 31 is linked to the keywords doctor and scientist. And if I want more keyword, I don't have to create more sprites to link them, you know? So that's cool. Nice. So, oh, there's one thing I need to make sure of. I need to make sure I'm not using a sprite ID equals to -1. Cool. So we're going to see if the file is correctly modified, okay? Let's go. That's the right moment to be glad that we have a versioning system for our projects, because this could completely destroy this file, what I'm making right now, if I'm doing it the wrong way, okay? put on some light. Okay, so let's add a keyword. The keyword could be, I don't know. Oh, I should add a way to close this window. Let's do that right now. I want a way to close the window without selecting a sprite, and I don't want anything to happen if I do this. Pushing to production on Monday. So let's add a button. This button is going to have a big X, and it's going on the top right corner of the screen. Maybe we could add a margin container so that we could get this off the border. Okay. Nice. And then let's call this. Let's rename this. Close button. Let's add a signal when it's clicked on, pressed, and we just Q3 without doing anything. That's good. That's cool. Let's run again. It's not as big as I wanted it to be. Can we get it bigger, please? Perfect. Font size 100, let's go. It works though. It kind of works. Yeah, I really want, yeah, it's a bit too big. I really want the mouse to be using the pointer when it's clickable. I know some people say, yeah, it's a button, it's not supposed to be a pointer, but I don't care. Okay, so let's try. Let's try to save with a change. So let's add a keyword, okay? What kind of keyword can we add? I don't know. Stop. Let's try stop. Okay. There's nothing appearing here. I think we have stop sign. See? But we don't have stop, just stop, you know? So now we can select. Oh, wait. Our margin container is breaking everything. Mouse, ignore, please. Thanks. Okay. Oh. It's not working. What happened? Oh no, I missed someone in the YouTube chat. I'm not looking at the YouTube chat at all. Hi, Setimus. Oh no, if you're still here, I can answer your question if you want to, but let me know if you're still here. Like it's a 30 minutes old chat message. Margin container strikes again. Yeah, let's try again. So stop. And for some reason I cannot select the stop. So what's going on here? Label setter. Index is -1. What? What did I do wrong? What's going on? I think it's something with the sprite here. Let's print the sprite ID to check what's going on. $88. It's supposed to be 88. So that should work. Previous sprite ID, maybe the previous sprite ID is the same. Yeah, right now the previous sprite ID is the same, of course. Let's try again. To remove that, stop. Oh, so it did work? That's strange. Yeah, so why is it not changing? Oh, it is. Okay, I know what's happening. It is changing, but I also need to change the visibility of the sprite. Makes sense. You know what? Let's create a function to update the sprite ID. Cool. Let's try again. Okay. No. Okay. So stop. So stop is not an existing keyword. Let's select it. It works. And now let's save. Okay, and then the file is supposed to be yeah. File was changed on disk. So are you ready to see what was updated? Okay. So yeah, of course it decided to change all my formatting. That's to be expected. Can we just remove that formatting? Nice. Okay. So some stuff changed. Let's compare, okay? Let's compare to the original. Yeah, so of course, when I add spaces here, it removed them, so that makes sense. Okay, and it added my stop here. So it's exactly what I was expected. So that's cool. That's working fine. Okay, so now, yeah, so now I have a way to add sprites. So why am I doing all of this? Maybe I can explain at some point why we're doing all of this, okay? So let me show you. I only have 81 because DevTools are really cool. Yeah, of course. I only have 81 questions right now in my game, and I want to have more like 200s, you know? So I could edit the JSON myself. Maybe I can show you the JSON file. Yeah, I could edit this file myself if I wanted to, by selecting the ID of the fallacy as a number, by entering the keywords like that. I could do this. And I will have a big file like this to edit. It's not really handy to do. So I made an editor to help me be able to do that. Especially this part is going to be the best part. So I'm going to be able to add a new question. Write it in English, write it in French, select the fallacy. So let's do one right now, okay? Let's do, I don't know, a fallacy, maybe a fallacy. You just used a fallacy in your last statement. So you are wrong. Okay, so this is a fallacy. To tell people that they are using a fallacy so they are wrong is a fallacy in itself. If they use a fallacy, it just means that their reasoning is wrong, not that they are wrong. Hey, Cricket! Cricket is raiding. I don't know how to, so I'm supposed to shout out Cricket? Yep, it worked. Got a red run. Okay, thank you, Cricket. Hope you had a nice stream. Thank you very much for the red. Hi everyone, welcome to this stream. We're working on DevTools right now for a quiz game. Hey, hi Redstone 4D. Yeah, so then we would have to translate the question in French, because I have English and French supported in my game. And then I can add keywords. So maybe a man. And if the keyword already exists, it will show the sprite that is related to that keyword. Maybe fallacy. Fallacy, I have no... The keyword fallacy, there is no sprite linked to it. So I can now click here and select an existing sprite. So what will be the fallacy sprite? A sprite to show a fallacy? I'm not sure. It's not a great keyword, so let's not use it. Maybe we could use another keyword. being wrong, for instance. Oh, see? There's already one, so I don't have to select it again. Hey, hi Tom Millman. And then I can just save like this, and I have a new question. And maybe let me show you in the game how it looks like. Let's go, let's start a game. If I remember correctly, I had a function to start with a specific question. It's loading. It's a big scene. This one. It's all the game in. Yeah, current statement ID. We're going to use 82 to have our the statement that we just created. Okay? Save. So here's the game, fallacy quiz. Here's the game I'm working on. It's a quiz about rhetorical fallacies to be able to spot them more easily. So start game, expert mode. Yeah, we need to reload this. Let me reload. Wait. It's not using the right statement ID. Oh, it's this. Okay. False question ID. I have a false question ID. Yeah. So false question 82. Let's go. Feel free to ask questions about the game. Feel free to talk in the chat. What did you do with the Cricket before? Was he working on the tactic game? Easy mode. So yeah, you just use a fallacy in your last statement, so you are wrong. So see, now it's using the sprites we selected just by using our keywords earlier. So that's pretty cool. And this is fallacious, and it will say that it was a fallacy. And then we can check the definition for fallacy. And boom! It's going to be so easy to create new question now with this little tool. I still need a tool to check all the existing keywords. Yeah, I'm not sure it's that important. I don't really need a tool like that. Can't wait for the DLC. Fallacy. Yeah, I made it the last fallacy of the glossary because it felt right, you know, to have the fallacy as the last fallacy. So for some of them I still have a page like this, and this might mean that I have no question linked to that fallacy, but in my DevTools, that's what's so cool with DevTools. You can really make all the things you want. I created a way to check if I have questions linked to a fallacy. So cherry picking, I have fallacies linked to that. But genetic fallacy, I don't have any link to that. So I'm going to create one. New question, genetic fallacy. I think the genetic fallacy is when you're criticizing the source of the information and not the information itself. But I don't want to create one like right now, so because I want to choose right examples. But if I do test like that, then I can add I don't know, sword, and see there is no sword right now, so I can select something that is not existing yet, and then I'll be able to yeah, they don't know about it, and then I'll be able to create new sprites in my sprite sheet. So that's going to be really cool. Yeah. So see here, it updated our JSON file, and it added the new statement. That's really cool. I think it's pretty much what I wanted to do for today. It went pretty smoothly, right? I had no big issue with this one. I can just add a keyword and select, like, it's working pretty well, you know? That's quite cool. When I was working on my web game, I spent like a week just playing with the dev tools I added instead of working on the game. Yeah, I don't want this to happen for me, so I'm trying to stick to what I really need. And as we were talking previously with Kanite before, of course I could make this better by having the sprite selector just one object and not have the sprite selector created and destroyed each time. But it's dev tools, you know, so you shouldn't care that much about if they are efficient or not, you know. They have to be easy to work with and to build upon. Like, this UI is bad in my opinion, but I can easily use it, so that's sufficient. The code for the tool is wacky, but it works. No, the code for the tools shouldn't be wacky. It should be easy to edit, you know? I think. In my opinion, the code should be easy to manipulate. Oh, the UI. Yeah, the UI is kind of wacky. Of course. If you like this stream, I'd invite you to follow the channel right now. If you're interested by the game, go check it out and wishlist it on Steam. It will help me a lot. I have a new update on Steam, so go check it out. You like this UI? Nice. And oh yeah, okay, I made a function to tell me that there is unsaved changes. Okay, that's pretty cool. But I don't need the changes. Yeah, okay. We're going to try and raid someone. I would have raided Cricket, but they raided me instead. So let's see if there's someone else. Hey, maybe Mr. Elliptic. Yeah, let's raid Mr. Elliptic.
probably broken. The code that handles the moving platform, it's probably broken. I don't know. Could you add fog to
I think they're working on GMTK.
as a whole, so
Thank
it
you
only
for
shows when looking through that camera?
thank you for joining for this stream.
Yes,
Thank you for
I'm
watching the
doing
stream.
opposite with the camera.
And see you in 2 days. I'm streaming 3 times a week. So yeah, follow the channel and see you in on Wednesday? Yeah, in 2 days. Let's read Mr. Optic. Say hi from me. Bye.
Common. I can go to 90 to see if it makes... Oh, I could